This might be an antique pile from yesteryear. The smell is atrocious. They like doing that, making a bad smell. Suppose they can't help it, but it seems, well, rude. But Greg will tell you, he studied smells. That's one of his things. Strange boy. Greg isn't quite on my wavelength, but hey darling, he's okay. He's still getting there. He started later than me, you see, with his vibrations. Anyhow, Greg was in the house. The one. Yes, that house you saw on the TV, and There you are, mate. Thank the high heavens. My case in point. Some of these entities. Rude. My God, mate could not get through. This one pushing in like that, claims she was a maid. Always some snotty maid had over the table by her master. Equals baby, suicide, tragedy, haunting. Why couldn't any of these silly cows enjoy a good tumble and not come back to bother the living? One day I tracked one down with a huge grey grin on her face. Greg says spirits, not entities. But they don't always like that term, and how can you tell anyway? When is a blasted spirit a spirit? So, back to the event. Lady Ponsonby, huffing and puffing about till around 9 p.m, muttering this was her house since 1406. Eventually she slunk off to bed saying we were silly, there was nothing here. She should have changed her damn mind, but she liked the money though. They always like the money. I can't believe I was so slow on the uptake with Greg. Oh, he is a darling. Quite attractive, really. Yes. Yes, he is. But sitting in that room in the dark, trying to commune with the entities, his hand creeping along my thigh, no. I don't imagine that's a spirit entity, I remarked loudly. His hand was off like a blob of vanishing ectoplasm. Did we know that silly woman had a cat? Oh, I know, it's the basics. You think I don't feel embarrassed? What with my reputation, best psychic in the southern counties. It was one of those soppy creatures, huge and white with a squashed-in face. That's what confused us with the noises. It was yowling like a demon, charging across the room as they were chasing orbs. Orbs, darling. They are possibly the first manifestation of an entity. Normally, you only see them if you've got a night vision thing, but I wasn't having any technology blurring my astral planes, oh no. Then the smells started. Oh, indescribable, an acrid stench. And you must realise, having identified the cat, we were still sitting in pitch darkness. You see, entities can be shy. The smell filled that room. Exciting. I mean, I do get a buzz, I don't mind admitting it. All stirred up all over, darling. I thought, they're here. I was waiting for the signs, my personal signs. Twitching in my left knee, strange tickling sensation around my right nipple, all the usual. But nothing but that smell. We just had that smell. Oh dear, glass 3. I'll be tipsy soon, darling. It all happened in a blur. Bit of a cliche, but it did. The cat yowled, Greg screamed, flashed his torch on, and this white flowery blur ran across the lounge. I squeaked, I have to confess, but at least that torch threw up enough light to show. Well, frankly, darling, it was an unbelievable sight. A pair of gigantic knickers floating around the floor. I have never seen anything like it in my life, and I've seen some sights in my time. Oh yes, not just of the supernatural variety. It did explain the smell, but poor Greg. Oh, will he ever be the same, darling man? I shall go and see him later, I think. Lady Ponsonby was somehow right there, in hysterics. "What are you doing with my knickers, you perverts?" She was not pleased. And can you blame her? In front of us all, on live TV, a soggy item of your underwear floating around your flippin' haunted living room. Greg gasped, "Go Snickers!" and I shouted, "Mad cat!" And the silly beast chose that moment to wriggle free of the outsized pea-drenched garment to slink back to its mistress. It was Greg's fault the TV got involved in the first place. He jumped the gun as usual, making promises that this would be a major moment in paranormal history. It was a major moment, all right. A comedy moment. I tried to calm him down. I suffered too, in more ways than he can know. Not only is my reputation tarnished by this fracas, but my favourite entity won't communicate with me at the moment, and who can blame her? No, Myert, I don't mean you. Yes, of course you're my favourite. From ancient Egypt. Still, darling, we must move on, and Greg needs cheering up. His hand did feel delightful on my thigh, you know. I wonder if he's come across the disgruntled, ravished maid entity very much. Be very interesting to discuss that in detail, I think.